Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Mando Fan Show. I'm John. Thanks for joining us. We are live on the Star Wars Newsnet YouTube channel. James and Lacey with me as always. And our first guests of this season, they're back once again. They were here with us last year. I forget which chapter it was, but either way, they're here now. Alex and Molly Damon from Star Wars Explained. Welcome.
What's up?
Hi,
Man, a lot more like fanfare at the start of your streams. We got to work on it.
I told them, I was like, we need artwork and music. And we're just like, we're on. Okay, hi.
Everything you just said, I was like,
It's like a WrestleMania wrestling entrance. It's confetti exploding everywhere, and then we're just like, we have to copy that energy. And sometimes when we record the regular podcast, it's not in front of it, so I just got to just be like, "Hey, what's going on?" And it's just. But we're here to talk about Chapter 10, The Passenger, written by Jon Favreau, directed by Peyton Reed of Ant-Man fame. Maybe get into that later for an Easter egg. But James and Lacey, how you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm taking the note from the season 1 and just going like up on that first one, a little bit down on the second one, right? But all the hope with the rest of the season, right? Because it paid off last season. So, but it's still a great episode, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, guys, this might be the first one that I wasn't crazy about. Ooh, I've been given all 9s and 10s, and this is the best thing ever. And for once, I was a little critical. So we'll get into it, but I apologize in advance.
Let me fix mine. There we go. All right. So Alex and Molly, as you probably know, what we do here when we rate the episodes is the thing called the Pedro Pascal face scale. Because when we started the Mando Fan Show, we weren't sure if we were going to see that beautiful face. So we're like, let's get it a part of our show. So what we'll do now is go around and rate this episode from 0 to 10, using halves included, and have some fun, do our averages, and see where we're at with this thing. So I'll just kick things off because I think I'm the highest out of us 5 here. So I guess I'm the shill in the crew. I gave the
7 a week.
I gave this thing a 7 on the Pedro Pascal face scale. Alex, what did you give this episode?
I gave it a 6, and we were like debating what the scale means, but right before we went live. It's like, a 5 is like very like that's just perfectly average for me, and then 4 is where I start disliking it. 6, I'm like, I liked it, but not nearly as much as the others. I agree with James.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. So Molly, what did you give this episode?
I guess I didn't think about it too hard because when you asked me to rate it 1 to 10, I was like, 5.
Go with your gut.
But now I feel like I'm being a little bit too harsh. But I do have a question about the rating scale. Is a 1 Pedro's face, but the Black Series version?
We should add that. That's a really good point. We should get the make him as a 5 is him all bloodied from chapter 7, and then a 10 is like him in Game of Thrones when he's like, hey, Viper. So now James, you have to change that forever and make that the Black Series figure number 1. Yeah. Lacey, what did you give this episode?
I gave this episode 6.
6. So that
Alex and I are.
Is that your lowest all time?
It is.
It is your lowest. Okay. I think last year you gave something a 6.5 maybe.
I don't think I went below 7.
Wow. All right. Right on. Okay. Well, we'll get into why. James?
I would like to reevaluate my scores and kind of space them out a little bit, but this one was 6.5, which is with Lacey as my lowest from last season too. So, but I think I compare it to my least favorite of the last season as well, which was coincidentally episode 2. So 6.5 for me, which John puts all of us at an average of what?
6.1. That could be a cum there. Look at that. Look at him. They're all good looking. That's the problem.
That's the patrons. That's us. That's us. Wait.
That's us.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Well, might as well tell them now that. So our patrons, we take their average and throw it up here. They were a little more optimistic on this than us. They were a point higher at 7.1.
Yeah.
I feel like they
got an extra face in there.
They're too good looking. Molly, you're right. We got to change it.
That's my fault because I originally made it, so I picked an attractive face of his.
Wait, isn't there? Well, there's the wacky face of his going around too. Like maybe we should just do all the different Pedro faces. Like there's one
I
of
just
him
was
playing
like,
with
if
the
I
action
have to look at
figures.
this face, it might as well be his attractive one. So
okay, there you go. All right. One of our patrons wrote, this is Matt Howe, Commander Matt Howe. What's up, Matt? Thank you for this. He said 7.0. I'm not as upset as others that this was basically this is a taboo word, filler episode. In the grand scheme of 8 episodes, I'm sure the comedy, monsters, and pacing of this episode will fit perfectly. I did not expect Boba Fett, so again, I had no high expectations that were let down. The child was a hoot in this one. His appetite is worrisome. I kind of agree with that. So thank you all for that score. But now let's dive into some Easter eggs from this episode. We'll basically just kind of go around and pass the baton along until we're out. So our guests of honor, Alex and Molly, whoever wants to go first, what's a cool Easter egg you noticed or spotted from this, or a reference to something that is in pop culture or movies or something like that?
Do you want to go first?
I mean, we kind of alluded to it, but we mentioned it in our show, the fact that there's a giant ant. Dr. Mandible is and the director of this episode also directed Ant-Man. So I was just like,
good. Hey. I'm not even gonna. I shouldn't even go after that. That's something I would never ever connect, and that's excellent. Yeah,
I thought it was. I said it was Auntie from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. Which is a really, really sad scene in a movie, by the way. I don't know if anyone here has seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's like the horse scene in Neverending Story, or whatever that movie is, but different. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, James, what do you got for an Easter egg?
How about just Alien, right? Like the original Alien.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because Tiny there, Baby Yoda is pulling open the egg and it falls open. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting here and I'm watching him eat that spider. Spoiler. And
we don't have to. I don't know. You're watching this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And then like in a weird way, I'm like, is that thing gonna like pop out later or something? I don't know. But like how he's sitting in front of that egg, clearly like an homage to the way it's unfolded. I felt to the alien egg.
Interesting. Okay. Someone else had told that. I said that to me earlier too. Alex, what do you got?
I mean, I'll just take the obvious one. Get it out of the Krykna spider. The Ralph McQuarrie concept art. They used it in Star Wars Rebels as well, but the spiders are based off of some concept art that was originally done for Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Dagobah. Yeah. Okay. And it's funny because I had looked up the artwork and like they really nailed it in terms of all the egg layouts and that sort of thing. And I'll admit my first watch, I didn't connect those dots. And then you see other people bring it up and you're like, how? I'm not that observant, unfortunately. Lacey, what do you have for an Easter egg or a reference?
The way that they're cooking the steak at the beginning on the pod racer engine is kind of a call to Galaxy's Edge and how they cook the steak there.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah.
Really good. I didn't think of that.
Have you guys?
I also like steak, so I had to give that one.
You do? Yeah. Have you guys been to Galaxy's Edge, Alex? And
you're asking them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have. Oh yeah. Me and Lacey are the only ones who haven't made it yet. We were supposed to go during Celebration. We all know how that went down.
We all were.
Yeah.
All right. What do I got here? Jeez. What do I want to pick? I have one reach. Maybe I'll get that one out of the way. Or I just won't say that one, actually. Yeah, I'm not going to say
this whole episode is reach. It wasn't very Easter eggy filled.
How about this? The World War II plane freefall sound. When the Mando's Razor Crest is like plummeting out of the sky, it is that quintessential World War II movie, like Looney Tunes plane.
Like the big propeller?
Yeah, like just like heading down to the ground. And it almost sounds like they ripped it right out of some old like World War II movie. And I know Filoni's big into that. His influence for Resistance was a lot about that. So I would like to see if someone who's good with audio matchups to see if they could pinpoint where that came from. But that's that one. Molly, do you have any others or references or anything that caught your eye?
The only other one I could think of is the little guy who tried to take Baby Yoda and then tried to take the jetpack. We see someone very similar in The Force Awakens
Mhm.
in the scene where Rey is like cleaning. I mean, that's the same person. It might be the same person.
Who knows?
But yeah,
It's definitely got the same face. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I know I've seen that guy somewhere before, and then I saw people posting pictures of it.
If he survived that fall, then good for him. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Stud. All right, Alex, what else you
got? That might be everything, except now I forget it. I do remember translating the Arabesh in
there you go.
See what that planet was, and now I forget what it was called. And the other one, some of the other alerts you got when the X-wings come up say like proximity alert and incoming transmission, stuff like that. But I remember looking at the planet name and I forget it now.
Oh, you better polish up.
Yeah,
on that trivia,
I looked it up earlier. Shoot.
Do they include Mandalorian in your movie trivia Schmodown stuff?
No.
No,
they don't.
Considering it though.
Because then it's really going to open up with the other series too, like Cassian and Obi-Wan. And then if they threw like animation in there, forget it. Like deep cut.
Mando Price.
Is that the name of the planet?
About? The ice planet that's also in Chapter 1.
Oh, is that what it's called?
That's it. Yeah, it's the same planet.
Oh, right on. All right, James, do you have any others?
There also is an alien. I don't know the species, but that's from Rogue One. Big giant hairy guy. You see him stealing the crystals. On Jeddah, and he's also hanging out in the bar, right? The cantina here in this, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And it's one of those things Star Wars likes to play sometimes, where they're like, that's the same one. It could be any of them, but they like to usually say it's the same person, or they like to connect the movies and stuff. Kind of like R4 or something. It could have been any droid, but it's R4, of course.
Yeah. So especially Mandalorian seems to really like doing that. Lacey, do you have any others?
I don't know if this is necessarily an Easter egg, but the frog lady's voice is done by D. Bradley Baker.
Oh yeah, nice.
By the same one that did Khalil.
Yes. Yep. Misty Rojas.
Oh, she was. Oh, okay. I see. When I first watched it, I thought she was playing the character that you were just talking about, Molly. But she does the frog lady. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I wonder if she did the actual frog running, or if that was CGI. That'd be impressive.
Baby Yoda running in this episode was great.
Yeah. What else? Maybe I'll throw one more out there. I
got one.
I got another one.
I'm gonna say this. The bald guy that he fights on Tatooine with the mustache reminded me of the bald Nazi at the end of Razor the Lost. And that might not be a reference, but it reminded me of that guy. So I'll just leave that at that. Molly, you said you had another one?
What's Amy Sedaris' character?
Pelly.
Pelly wins with the hand of Idiot's Array.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's mentioned like off screen in Solo, and it's also the title of an episode of Rebels, and that's the first one that Lando is in.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You're talking about when like the kids are gambling or something in Solo? Yeah.
Like the very beginning. Yeah, you can just barely hear.
I didn't notice that until we just did our Solo commentary and I had subtitles on, and I was like, oh, nice.
Oh, the kids at the beginning of Solo are playing Sabacc?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and one of them wins with Idiot's Array. Yeah.
Nice. You even like Solo, John?
It's one of those things, Alex, where it's just you miss it and you just never catch it. So I don't know. Yeah. You guys have any others, Alex?
I don't think I
got one.
I made a list.
James has one.
Yeah, I got one. They sample or kind of recreate the Resistance song. John Williams, like March the Resistance theme, March of the Resistance. Yeah, that plays when they're negotiating and at the end, and the X-wings are like leaving. If you listen closely, it's a very slowed down symphonic. I mean, it's obviously still symphonic, but the way that it's done, it's very stringy. But you definitely make it out, and it's quite interesting to hear that it's kind of allude to what they later become. Yeah.
That I was listening to, or I was going back through last week's episode, and I was trying to find like one specific thing, and I sped it up so that I could just fast forward through the episode, and the music sped up sounded very much like Fistful of Dollars or The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Like it was like a little faster paced and just sounded like that.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Surprised if he does mess with time like that.
Like a little ecstasy of gold. Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, and it's funny, James, you bring that up, that March of the Resistance, because to redeem my solo knowledge, they dropped that in there when Enfys Nest is talking about the people rebelled or resisted when what was going on. Yeah. John Powell makes all two happen. He's always using that hashtag. All right. Lacey, do you have any others?
There was just a lot of mentions. He mentions like Hatiz, the New Republic. He says, "May the Force be with you," which is very interesting to me because in the first season, he like didn't know what the Force was, yet he's saying this back to them, and I was just like, "Oh, now you know."
Kind of like how Finn does in like The Last Jedi. He's like, "Is this how you say it?"
Yeah.
Well, and I love that they reply with "and also with you," because that's
which
I grew up Catholic, so it's like. Yeah.
And he says it in a way that he's like, "Oh, I hope people say this."
Yeah.
Right.
I wish it were flipped. I kind of wish the New Republic guys were like, "May the Force be with you," and he were like, "and also with you." And
Yeah,
like,
you too, guy.
Yeah. Well, write to Jon Favreau about that. Fix it.
I had never heard that until I was working with someone in my new job, and this was a couple years ago, but they said every time somebody says "May the Force be with you," they want to reply with that, and I was like, oh, I mean, I wasn't raised that way, so I'd never heard that before, and now it was funny because I was immediately brought back to him telling me that story when they said that. I was like, I think that's a Catholic reference.
Yeah. It is funny that he says it in a way of like, if I say this now, maybe they'll leave. And that's kind of why Finn said it to Rose. He's like, he's saying it to end the conversation.
Yeah.
And it also reminds me of a little bit of Han Solo with the detention center. Like, what do I say here to just stop what's happening right now? But I don't know that I have any. A Treadwell droid, she mentions. Pelimado, which is that repair droid that we saw on Owen's farm and other places like that. And then they mentioned that prisoner Quinn from chapter 6, his prisoner name is X6911. I don't know if that means anything, but they reference him, and that's his prisoner name. But that's all I got. So any others before we move on to just chatting about this thing?
Apparently, what was Rhodians like their meat overcooked?
Yeah, that was funny.
I wonder if that's something from the Clone Wars. I don't know.
I'm not some Rhodian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which the most famous Rhodian got cooked by Han Solo. So there you go.
Maybe that right there.
Could be. Why'd you fry poor Greedo? Was the line?
Yeah, he's like smoking and he's all black after that shot in the gut.
It's well done, yeah, for sure. All right, so before we get into chatting about this, we do have
some super chats.
Okay, let's fire those up.
So first up is Joseph, who says, "You are all a great escape from this week." Thanks, Joseph, for your super chat. We also have one more. Hold on, I'm scrolling up. Scrolling. Stopped scrolling. All right. The other one was from very early on in the show. It was Scotty J. Rose saying we all have to get dinner again. So thank you, Scotty, for your super chat.
Yes.
Right on.
One day.
That was that Chicago pizza back when Star Wars Celebration existed.
Bring your own booze.
Don't say that.
2022. Here we come. All right, now before we do just get into the spoiler breakdown and general chat, I want to give out this week's Mando code number. So if you don't know yet, we have the season-long giveaway contest. I reveal a number each week on the episodes, including our season finale recap show. So there'll be 9 in total. And on that final show, we'll reveal how to submit your guesses to win the Mando code bounty. And throughout the season, we will be adding additional prizes to it. We actually are adding one tonight, which is the oversized Baby Yoda Funko Pop.
Whoa!
So there he is. He doesn't come with any eggs or any spiders. Maybe some chicken nuggies, but there he is. So we're adding that to the bounty, and which the grand prize is a limited edition Mandalorian box, thanks to our friends at jewelrybrands.shop, which includes Werner Herzog's Empire Medallion, the Mandalorian skull necklace given to Baby Yoda, and the brick of Beskar steel. So be sure to follow jewelry_brands on Twitter and go to their store. And if you purchase something, use TRB at checkout to get 10% off. All right, so I hope you got last week's code. No one's going to give it to you because people want to win. They don't want you to win. So go back and watch last week's if you haven't yet. But the second number in the Mando code is 12. Jot it down. Get it tattooed. I don't care what you got to do. Just remember it. All right, now we're going to talk about this thing.
We have one more super chat that just came up.
All right.
So J Seed says, "May the Schwartz be with you all." May 5-star force people. Thank you.
We're the 5 favorites. All right.
Yeah,
I like
5 favorites.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you, JC. Very cool.
5 is not less than 3.
5 is not less than 3. That checks
I put a
out.
heart at the end. He said less than 3 at the end.
Oh, okay. All right. Was that like a heart emoji joke you were just trying to make there?
It was.
All right.
Keep going.
So to warm up the engines, let's all go around and just give what our favorite either moment or shot was in the episode. Pretty simple. So we'll start with Alex.
I really liked the opening ambush, but I think the part that really made me like sit up and go, "Ooh, this is getting good," is when all the spiders started coming out.
Oh God, yeah. Definitely like Indiana Jones vibes with the rats, and just an overwhelming swarm is just never a good thing.
I just remember he pulled the little one out of the egg to eat it. I was like, "Uh-oh!" Like.
He's always getting himself into trouble. All right. Molly, go ahead. What do you got for your favorite moment or shot?
I'll go with the jetpack. It's kind of like that little comedic moment, but also just Mando being badass and awesome. He's like, "Yeah, sure, take it."
Yeah, I do feel like his like the what is it, like quick shot action moments or something? There's something about this season where they're doing a lot of like the type stuff, and he's like pulling the thing and it's hitting the 2 guys. It feels like Batman more this year.
Yeah,
I mean, I would assume that's Peyton Reed.
Yeah, but even last episode.
Choice. Well, it's still
at the boxing match or whatever you want to call it.
Well, Filoni and Peyton Reed are both Marvel directors.
Favreau,
or not Filoni. Favreau. Yeah.
I was like, right. Filoni. Breaking news: Filoni's directing. Yeah. James, what did you have a favorite shot or moment?
My favorite like scene is what Alex was saying with the spiders and stuff. But my favorite single shot in this is after the alien falls from the jetpack. He looks down at Baby Yoda and does a shrug, and I feel like it's the perfect gift. It needs to be a gift because it's just like, all right, his choice.
His look back at him was very animated, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Baby Yoda had like personality in his face on that.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, you killed another guy!
Yay!"
Yeah. I'm learning. I see this.
I love death.
I do get the feeling Baby Yoda's a little sadistic, but he's
he might be getting that way.
I think. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about the eggs, but all that.
Yeah. Real quick off the top of my head, was that jetpack landing? Was that like is it Falcon 6? Is that a Falcon 6 reference?
SpaceX.
Yeah, SpaceX, like watching it land.
Yeah.
Have they ever had one that like landed and then fell over?
Yeah. I didn't know that Mandalorian jetpacks could do all that stuff. I'll be honest. That's pretty cool. That you can control it from your wrist and that sort of thing. Cool. Lacey, what do you got? Favorite moment? Favorite shot?
A lot of my favorites have been said, but I really loved the shot of Baby Yoda reacting to the steak being cooked. I laughed so hard at that scene, and I don't think anything's gonna top that for me. I don't know why. It's just 2 steak references, two episodes in a row. It was perfect.
And she likes steak medium rare. That's it. That's exactly how you should have a steak. So probably Mando knows what's going on. And then she just takes it like Creed Bratton in The Office and just grabs it with her hand and starts eating it.
Yeah.
I'm a great judge of character. I'm gonna go with, and this is where I'm gonna start up with Alex here a little bit. But when Trapper Wolf goes to what's the other guy's name? I forget his name already.
Carson?
Yeah, Carson.
Yeah.
And they're on the other both sides of Mando, and he's on the channel with them, and he just goes, "Can you switch to channel 2?" And then it's silence, and then they lock the S foils into attack position.
I thought that was pretty cool because you're just like, oh snap, they're
So now there's a canon conversation that happened between those two that we don't know. That one day, like Dave Filoni will say, "This is what they said to each other." To make them realize they need to like
voodoo, right?
Right. I just thought that I laughed so hard when it was just that subtle. I don't even know what type of humor it is, but all of a sudden you just see the wings open up, and he's just like, "Oh no!" That's good. Yeah, that was my favorite. I had
we do have some super chats.
A couple of other ones we'll get into in a bit. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so first up we have Sweet Star Wars Delight. Thank you for the super chat. Who said, "Tiny thinking may the frog be with me during this episode."
I like that.
And then David Probus said, "Proby1 Kenobi is here."
There he is. What's up,
Nice.
David? It was just David's birthday, and he said he wasn't going to make it to watch the Mando fan show because he was going out to Hibachi. But guess what?
Oh,
You're
happy
here,
birthday.
David. I guess Hibachi wasn't that good.
Yeah. Then we have Matt who said, "Was Baby Yoda eating frog ladies' embryos like we eat eggs at home, or is the show setting something up, or was it just Favreau whimsy?" I put this on social right after as like a reference without it being direct. It totally seemed like Elf to me, where he's eating the cotton balls. And he's like, "Stop it," and he keeps eating them, and he's just like, "Oh," and he eats them, which is Jon Favreau. Yeah. And then we also have John Reese who says, "The planet where Mando, Tiny, and the Frog Lady are heading to, where the Mandalorians, has to be the Bo-Katan reveal." Yeah? Question mark?
Maybe.
We talked a little bit
I
about
hope so.
that. I
Yeah.
hope that Sasha Banks's character has some tie to Bo-Katan.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for your super chats, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys.
It's the hood.
Do you want me to do it?
No.
I do the
It's real bad.
Sasha Banks stare. Academy Award winning performance. All right, so I'm just going to get into it right now, Alex, before we dive in. I am making the case that by the time his run is done, Trapper Wolf better than Biggs Darklighter. What do you think about that?
Was who? Who would think that?
Just, Trapper Wolf.
It is a cool name, Trapper
He's
Wolf.
the guy.
No Darklighter. I mean, it's a little on the nose, don't you think?
I just think it's I don't know, something. I'll just put it this way, and it's just a bit I'm doing. I think I know you love Biggs and all that stuff, and I believe your love for Biggs is not ironic. I do think you actually love Biggs Darklighter, but the something about Filoni, because I was never that big of a Filoni fan. It's just so funny that he was so reluctant to play this character, and they bring him back again. Like,
and he's shooting a gun. That's the scene that I was like, "Oh, okay, Filoni." Like at the end, he's just shooting a gun.
Right. He's like, James is like, "I've had enough of Filoni. I'm out." But
He didn't have any extra lines in that scene, but he didn't, which I'm not surprised.
Yeah. That's a good point. He didn't really talk after that point, but I like that he's like, "Oh, we got our runner." Like it's like the cliche, X-wing guy. James is back. Okay. All right, so why don't we just dive into the episode? Our overall thoughts on it.
Jump in on. I do really like Trapper Wolf.
Me too. He's
because
so great.
we've had this conversation a few times of just like, I love the idea that now every season Jon Favreau is going to like force Dave Filoni into an X-wing. I want to do it. This time his helmet had like a wolf on it. So I feel like he was like,
so
"I'm gonna
cool.
do this. Can I at least like put a wolf on my helmet?" And then
Can they sell that helmet? I want it.
Yeah.
next year, gonna have the cowboy hat and no helmet.
On Resistance broadcast, I was very adamant that we were never gonna see Trapper Wolf ever again. Like never in a comic.
I
never
said he was
mentioned.
showing up.
I said I think it was a nod. It was the 3 directors. It was what it was, and the chances or the odds of randomly coming across one random star pilot, that I was like, there's no way. And now that he's shown up again, I'm starting to be like, this is a little too convenient, I think.
Yeah.
Canon wise, but
yeah, it's funny. He's funny though, and it worked.
I didn't know that planet's supposed to be. You said it's the same planet from Chapter 1, so maybe Trapper is like patrolling that area.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. So like, how close are these planets? Because we haven't gotten the atlas or anything canon to point where they are like in the galaxy. But I'm thinking, he's traveling from Tatooine to what she says is the next system over, and I have, my little head stuff on like how far that would take them, how long that would take them in reality. But besides that, they're just going to the next system over or whatever. And it just so happens that they're passing a planet that he's already been to. And I don't know, it just seemed there was a lot convenient there, I thought. But yeah, it's the same ice planet from the first chapter.
Yeah. J-Seed's back, huh?
He is, and he says Razor Crest crashes. Frog Lady looking at it could have saved 15% or more by switching to Mando. Thanks for your super chat.
Head drop for Starship Insurance. This episode's brought to you by. Well, if they had a gecko, Baby Yoda would eat it. So you can't do that. One bite. All right, so let's kind of dive in here. Our overall thoughts on the episode. Obviously, we didn't rate it super highly, so let's get into why. Things we liked, things we didn't like, so whatever. So however you guys want to start with this, Alex and Molly, why don't you kick us off with your general thoughts, and we'll just have a chat about it.
I mean, I think that, like a lot of season 1, my opinion of this episode will probably improve when we have the full season done, or even maybe the full series. Like, I remember after chapter 4 being like, I mean, that was fine, but Clone Wars did it, and like, whatever. Mm-hmm. Now I feel like I know what they were saying about Din as a character. All that stuff looking back, I'm like, okay, I see what the point of that episode was. And even if this episode doesn't have a point, I think it probably does and will. It just doesn't forward the plot as much as I want. But like, not every episode can be like chapter 9. Like, they can't all be huge and big and fast paced and like show us Boba Fett. Like, there's only so characters you can reveal at the end of an episode. So,
yeah, that's a good point, because there's a lot of rumored characters that there's still people are expecting to show up. We don't know if they're confirmed or not. Mm-hmm. And you're right, you got to space that out, because then it could be too formulaic, I guess. But
as Molly told me earlier today, they can't all be bangers.
Yeah.
What a hip thing to say.
Give it a thing of 5. Just give it a 5 from the other room. 5! All right. So overall, Molly, what gave this thing a middle of the road for you? Like, was there anything you were like, nah? Were you looking at the timestamp, or you just like,
I mean, a lot of it was that, as when the episode was over, I was just like, meh. It wasn't a banger, but it had a lot of moments that I loved, and obviously plenty of adorable Baby Yoda moments. Even though I didn't know how to feel about all the eating of the eggs. That kind of,
and just stuff.
And people were like, "Oh, that's cute," and I'm like, "Well, that's like the end of her bloodline."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a dozen from Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
Quite upsetting when you think
it was stressing me out, thinking I wasn't going to get to learn where the Mandalorians were, because she was going to break off the deal.
Yeah. Like,
stop eating the eggs.
Now, didn't they? Did anyone else? Did any of you guys get the feeling the way, like, I felt they were implying at the beginning that the eggs were of significance to Baby Yoda because he looked at them in a mystical way, and maybe he didn't, but they mapped it out to me that it was that way. And then he goes up to it and almost uses the Force, and they draw to him. I'm like, what's the? So now there's a meaning for these things, and then again, like the Jawas in Chapter 2, it's like, yeah. And again, it's the second chapter of the season. So I don't know.
I worry also that Mando's just not feeding the child, and he's like, "Well, I'm just gonna eat these eggs."
That's fair. Yeah. The kid
yeah,
Big
he didn't
Daddy
try to give him
ketchup.
anything else. Yeah.
Yeah,
if you're hungry, eat this.
He had a little meal kit at one point.
No, he did, but I felt like everybody was eating at that point. Like it wasn't like every time he ate one, he's like, "Look, stop eating that. If you're hungry, eat this. Eat this." You know.
He did do the look back. Like, is he looking?
Yeah.
My son does that. He's like, "I know I shouldn't be doing this. Daddy, look. And then when I look, he runs away. You know. So yeah, Lacey and James, what? You were on the lower end for your scores.
Lacey, go ahead.
Yeah, so Lacey, what was your reasoning behind your hammering of the 6 on the score for you?
I don't know if it's a hammering. It's still above a 5, but the reason I don't think I connected with this episode is because I don't like scary movies and I don't like gore and gross stuff. And this was very kind of horror-esque. Like it had the moment where he's going up to the egg, my anxiety was at an all-time high. I was like, oh my God, is something going to attack him? Because the music was there. Like the music in this episode was so good. There was one part where he's out in the snow and you hear kind of like his little like baby theme, and it was very good. And but the cave, I don't know, it was just crazy. Like this episode, like every turn of the episode, I was like, oh, this is weird. Oh, this is getting even more weird. Oh, like she's bathing in this random place. She was like, I just need to take my clothes off. And I was like, oh, all right.
The frog hot tub was weird. Yeah.
And then she's like, let me just throw my eggs in this thing. And I was just like, this is really weird. And then Baby Yoda walks away and sees all the other eggs. And I was like, please don't do that. It reminded me a lot, though, of Harry Potter. Like it's exactly what happens in Harry Potter. With the spiders, and I hate bugs. Everyone knows this. I hate bugs, and this episode was like Star Wars space bugs, and I was just like, nah, nah, dog, it's a no from me.
What's that, Alex?
How did you feel about Dr. Mandible?
Oh, he was fine. He was funny because that's like it's different when it's like a puppet being like, oh, I'm a bug, and you're like, oh, that's funny. And obviously the connection with Peyton Reed, I was like, oh, that's really clever.
And you're a big Therm Scissor Punch fan too, which is not a bug, but it's
that's
in
more
the
of a
realm.
lobster. That's like a sea bug. It's a little different.
It's a little gross.
I'm just trying to find where you draw the line.
Spiders are where I draw the line.
I was gonna say, a big reason why I gave it a 5 was the spiders.
Oh yeah, you were not happy when
I was like,
hate
why
spiders.
Is there so many? Why are they taking over the ship? Why do we have to do this right now?
I was getting Starship Troopers vibes when he was shooting them, because it was just like, have you guys seen that movie? It's just like, and the CG was probably just as bad. I'm not trying to hammer on Peyton Reed too hard, but the CG spiders weren't that convincing to me.
Oh, I thought they were good. I liked them.
I thought they were pretty good.
I thought the big one was good. The little ones I had a little bit of a problem with.
Then there's the scene where Baby Yoda's in the ship and the spiders are crawling on him and he's screaming or like whimpering. Oh God, I hated it. I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun for me.
Well, here's the question.
I panicked a little when they got
I don't like it.
I don't know why.
And then when he ate it too, I was like, what is this going to do to him? I thought he was going to get sick. Guys, anxiety. I've never had so much anxiety.
Yeah, it was an anxiety-inducing episode.
It was stress, obviously, but then also, like, if you have arachnophobia, you would you just turn the episode off. You're like, I mean, like real arachnophobia. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, I'm done. I can't. I will never watch this episode. I can't do it. And the other thing too is that there's a little bit of claustrophobia there too, with like they're just getting backed up, and now they're only in the hole, and they're like, we can't. We're not getting out of here. Yeah. And there's a lot of horror, a lot of stress. It potentially, I don't know if you guys can think of one, but is this the scariest live action Star Wars thing ever? Is there anything in any movie that you can think that was like, I mean, I'm like Borg Gullet? Like, I don't know.
I'd say yes,
What's
because it stressed
scarier?
me when Mando kept turning his back on Baby Yoda. Like, he constantly does that, and I'm like, it's still a baby. Like, what are you doing? Ugh.
I'd say
As far
the Vader stuff in Rogue One that's more kind of like slasher
but
horror.
it's creepy, yeah.
It wasn't. I mean, it was just scary. I was scared for those people that were just getting taken out.
I think you nailed it there, because it's one of those, if you import yourself into their situation, that's the most horrifying thing you could ever imagine. Being in that hallway, not being able to open the door, whether you know who Darth Vader is or not, hearing the breathing and then the lightsaber, you know what a lightsaber is, like, you know you're done. Like, that's hard. That is horrifying.
Yeah.
And
I do agree with that. But I know there are plenty of people that are like, I'll take that over the spiders.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Gross.
Being
Like,
attacked by all those spiders.
They got back to the ship, and I was like, they're fine. But I forgot, like, there was a hole in the ship. And so then the spiders got it, and I was like, oh no!
Yeah.
It was very Force Awakens when it suctioned itself to the window. I was like, oh, this is like kind of Force Awakens-y.
Yeah. So here's a question. Oh, here we have Kyle Hughes. Mini Suga. Okay. Yeah.
Suga.
The mini
Gross
Suga.
spider Suga.
Thank you,
Unless
Kyle.
you're talking about frog eggs, which are
Frog eggs, I think, yeah.
I like the family lightsaber photo too. Very cool, Kyle. Thanks, man. So why isn't, I have a theory on this. I want to hear what you guys think. Like, why isn't Baby Yoda using the Force more for defensive purposes, like we did see him do in season 1? My theory, and maybe I'm wrong, is I think he's only used it to help save other people. He's never used it when he was in trouble. I don't know if that's right or not, but I'm just throwing that out there.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
That might not be the intention, but I think you're accurate as far as statistically, yes.
Like, that thing was on his head. He could have smashed that thing through a wall.
I thought that's what he was going to do. I thought he was going to like force crush all of them or something, do something where everyone went like, whoa. But
yeah, right.
But Frog stepped it up.
Yeah.
That was so funny. It was like a little hand PP7, James Bond, just like bang.
Yeah. I liked that frog character. I don't know why, but like, I did feel like it was something about like the design of the character, the clothes they're wearing, or like something about like the attitude or the voice or something. Because obviously later, you know, she kind of speaks to the droid or whatever. But I don't know. I kind of
what's his name back for that?
Yeah. I did like the thing, and I like that when you watch it with subtitles, it says "Frog Lady speaking frog."
I don't speak frog.
Yeah.
So we got a super chat from Megan, who agrees with me in that the Frog Lady hot tub felt odd.
It did.
But I think they tried to remind us that she's reptilian, so her body temperature could be affected by the cold. I agree. Yeah. It was just very interesting that he turns the corner and he's like, "You're naked. Please put your clothes back on, and please come back to the ship."
Right. Yeah. Can you put a cowl on?
Constantly impressed by her because she like hot wires the droid to get her point across.
So cool. Yeah.
The hot springs thing is just a power move in my opinion. She's just like, oh, you guys hang out. I'm gonna go over here and relax.
I didn't make until now, but like this kind of continues on the theme of communication from episode 1, just between the Tatooine settlers and the Tusken Raiders, and now Mando can't communicate with Frog Lady, and she finds a way to do it. And I don't know.
He tries to chop the onions, and he just can't get the message across at all. The only thing I didn't like about the only thing I didn't like about Frog Lady was she was like really condescending towards Mandalorian when she was able to finally speak through the droid. She's like, "Oh, I thought you were Mandalorian. Do you not?"
That was kind of like a low blow, just to get it. Like, okay, well.
He's like, "I just want to hit the sack." He had all these different words for taking a nap, and then he says "sweet dreams." The Mandalorian says "sweet dreams."
I like that Baby Yoda has a little hammock that it sleeps in.
Yeah, I do too.
And he does like cuddled up with Mandalorian.
A little lava lamp up
episode.
there. Yeah. He has a poster of Yaddle on his ceiling that he just looks at when he goes to bed at night. No?
It's a baby.
All right. Something else I wanted to bring up. The one thing we've been kind of making fun of the episode a bit, but I mean we all liked it because we're Star Wars fans. So that's the whole deal. I think the slow burn of this show, the intentional slow burning cigar of Jon Favreau's, is like, I think they're setting up for like something horrible happening to Baby Yoda, because in episode 1 they kept having to do reminders like, hey, he's over here, he's safe, and in this one it's like really focused on him in these very vulnerable situations, and he gets out of it, or Mando's paying attention. Something's going to happen at some point in the season where it doesn't work out, and they're slowly getting our anxieties up on an episode like this, so that every time we keep seeing him, we think it's like it's going to happen, and then eventually I think it is. I just don't know what it's going to be.
I think
it will break my heart.
Well,
No me gusta.
Terrible will happen to him, but it could be just like, yeah, he keeps wandering off and keeps doing these things, and then like Din might feel some extreme guilt if Baby Yoda wanders off and gets captured by Gideon again.
Yeah.
But I also think it's building up to maybe Baby Yoda doing something worse than force choking Cara Dune, or I think that keep escalating.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Do you guys have theories? Because we've bopped around our theories on the Resistance broadcast and here, but Alex and Molly, in terms of why Gideon wants Baby Yoda?
Not really. So cute.
That's all. That's it. Yeah, he just thinks he's cute. Yeah. I am a little.
I mean, when we first saw the guy with the Kaminoan patch on his arm, I was like, okay, people are trying to get the child so they can like maybe study midichlorians and figure out more about the Force. But Gideon, who knows? I don't know. He might just want it because everyone else wants it and he just wants to get it first.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it's going to be a big reveal or what, but
I don't think they put that Kaminoan patch on there for no reason.
Yeah,
right.
It's not like they were like, grab any old patch and throw it on there.
I just found this in my locker. Thank you, David, for the super chat, buddy. Baby Yoda was cute when he was snuggled with Mando. They have their own little like dorm. It's funny, like bunk beds. I don't know. I mean, there is one. I don't know. We're a quarter of the way through the season. I don't like the taboo using the word filler. I know, like even people from Lucasfilm get annoyed when people use it. So we have to think of another word to use that's not as triggering, I guess. But I think because it is a slow burn type of show, that's the type of things you're going to get sometimes. But I am a little miffed that Moff Gideon hasn't shown up yet, and we're a quarter way through, and you have such a talent like Giancarlo Esposito. And we had this whole episode, and I think the main thing I find that I disliked about this episode was that Mandalorian wasn't communicating with anybody who spoke basic. So it was almost like he was just like on his own, and everything else was just foreign to him. I feel like you need another human-esque presence, and I don't know. Maybe that's just me liking that type of the camaraderie of Star Wars, like the Han, Luke, and Leia thing, or the Poe, Finn, whatever you want to say, Han and Chewie. I like just having your partner in crime who you communicate well with. I don't know, but I still enjoyed the episode though. I'm not trying to like bag on it. Yeah. Thank you, Christian Morales. Mando is doing his best to be a dad. The best shot is at the end when they take a nap. Nothing says dad like taking a nap with your kid. I mean, that's true, man. Thank you, Christian.
All about being a parent and kind of the struggles of it. Like we got Frog Lady with her eggs, and we got Mando with the child, and even the spider with all of its baby spiders.
So why don't we?
Speaking of, just real quick, when you were talking about people who don't speak basic or whatever, I thought that the character's name Pelly, Amy Sedaris. This was my favorite episode with her. I feel like often. In episode 5, she wasn't really my favorite character, and I was a little bummed when I saw her in chapter 1, but I was like, okay, I think this character is probably going to stick around for a while.
9.
But in this one, I actually thoroughly enjoyed her. I had fun with the humor. I thought her jokes were good and landed, and I felt like I can kind of expect this out of this character now. So it's kind of playful when she's going like everything's okie dokie. Except for one thing, you know, like just this one little thing.
Oh, I just met her 5 minutes ago. Like
yeah, all that stuff, and with the $500 buy-in and all this, and she felt like a very in control character.
Do you think she's gonna be? Do you guys think she's gonna be a regular?
I'm kind of starting to expect that from not just her, but more like we saw that the Mithril is going to be back later this season.
Oh, right. It's
like so. I mean, it does make sense if it's a TV show. It's like, yeah, most shows have their cast that revolves and has recurring roles. So I don't know why I expected different from Star Wars, just because it's like, yeah, you can go to any planet, do anything, but it's like, no, they're probably going to build up a cast. And I kind of hope that if Peli does continue, that it gets to a point where Mando's like, no, like trying to get away from her or something. Like, you're always doing something to mess with me.
She's basically his contact on Tatooine.
Right.
So I think anytime we go back there, we'll probably see her.
Yeah. That's the thing is I think I'm with you, Alex. I think I'm thinking season 2 was going to be even more. They were going to meet new people and crazy stuff. And it feels like so far it's like, oh, we went back to Tatooine. Like, oh, there's an ice planet. Could it be this planet or this one? It's like, no, it's the same one from season 1. We're going to get a lot of the same character. He's separate right now. Like, we're very well aware, like, of the actors who lead the show, right? So we're going to get Cara Dune and Greef Karga back. We already know that because that's marketing. But in the reality that he's in, he's free from them. He did business with them and he could go on whatever, but somehow he's inevitably going to end up back with those characters again. And it just feels like there's a lot of stuff right now being reused from season 1 that I'm like, I hope that we see more new planets, new characters. Cause that's why I think it was such a breath of fresh air to get Cobb Vanth. Cause it was like, this is a new fresh character for season 2. It was a coat of paint.
Well, I'm thinking even back to like Star Wars animation. So just in Star Wars TV in general, they do keep using the same characters. Like how many times you're going to run Hondo Onaka? Like he's in both. They reuse them.
You leave him out of this.
I like Hondo, but it's like
I love Hondo. Yeah,
it is one of those things where it's like I don't know why I have these different expectations of like no, they're going to meet someone brand new every episode. It's like no, it's a show. Like they want to build up a cast.
Yeah, that's fair. So why don't we just do a brief speculation on where we think we're going? So we got to assume we may finally get to that seaport thing. Lacey, what do you have any thoughts where this episode kind of ends in that shot from the trailer where his ship is completely just fried and dinged up? Like where do you think we're headed? Are we finally going to see Cara and Greef? Are we going to get some Moff Gideon action finally? Where's your speculation at?
Well, I honestly didn't really give much thought into what's next because I was just like so creeped out from the spiders. I kind of like left the show being like, I need a break from this.
Burn it with fire.
I hate bugs. But yeah, I thought of the trailer where his ship is just wrecked and you're like, man, what happened to him? And then you see it and you're like, oh, and then you start piecing together things that you've seen in the trailer to figure out what's when in the timeline of the episodes. But it seems like a lot of people in the chat and what I've seen online is people think the boat episode is next because someone figured out that the frog lady is with Mando in the trailer on the seaport planet. So they think that's coming next, which means Sasha Banks is in the next episode.
Nice. And also, I thought this was going to be the boat episode because it was called The Passenger.
Oh, yeah. What were you saying, Molly?
Sorry. In the trailer, you can see her tank of eggs, I guess.
Yeah.
Back and like very, very briefly in the trailer.
But you can, that's how you know. Yeah. So ridiculous.
Give me the Emmy. Sasha Banks. No, we were just joking around because people are like, wow, she looks so good. she's gonna be so good. Like, it's one shot. She's wearing a hood, and then she disappears.
We're just standing there.
Let's find out. You guys don't think she's Sabine, right?
No,
I don't think so. I mean, I've even seen some people on
It's a big rumor. Theory.
the film side of things being like, guys.
Okay.
No, I think she's probably going to be. I hope she is Mandalorian related.
Yeah.
We were talking about how, like Molly mentioned, that maybe she has a link to Bo-Katan.
That's what I hope for her character, that she is going to be the link to point Mando in the right direction. Maybe that's to other Mandalorians, and then they're like, well, okay, so my theory is Bo-Katan is imprisoned, and when we see this, like, do that prison break scene in the trailer, like they're busting out Bo-Katan because
that'd be sick.
Locked her up. So my hope is that Sasha Banks will be the kind of link to other Mandalorians, and then they're like, okay, we gotta go save.
And I love the idea of kind of like what they're doing with Boba Fett, not just being like, and boom, Bo-Katan is here, but to be like, oh, you're looking for Mandalorians? What if we find the Mandalorian that used to wield the dark saber? You know where she is, like, build up to Bo-Katan as well. I'd really love that.
That would be cool. And there's no everyone's pretty certain that it's either Katie Sackhoff or nobody. Is that your
Katie Sackhoff?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's that whole thing about the Ahsoka bit and how, Ashley Eckstein didn't even get an audition. So there's always that I don't know if there's bitterness or whatever, but there's always that thing like the crossover from the animated and who can make the jump and all that stuff. But James, do you have any go ahead, Molly. I'm sorry.
I follow Katie Sackhoff on Instagram, and I have seen her wearing a Baby Yoda pin on her jacket.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And no one would do that unless
she has great workouts, by the way. If anybody's looking for some at-home workouts, she's got some legit ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intense stuff?
Not intense, just good workouts.
I just realized if Bo-Katan is in this, and if they do another cardboard cutout, I might wind up with 2 cardboard cutouts from. I'll find you.
He bought a cardboard cutout of Cod Band.
Already?
Did you really?
Never bought a cardboard cutout ever before, and then I saw.
I'd buy that too.
They didn't do an action figure. Guess I'm getting a life-size cardboard cutout. Fine.
Now I'm guessing this is
Cobb Vanth hot toy would be so awesome.
Is it Cobb Vanth with the helmet on, or is it Timothy Oliphant with full coif?
It's helmet off, but they have one of each, so you can. I got helmet off.
Do they have it where you can just put it over his face and just be like he's helmeted today?
Yeah, you could do that.
Right. That's funny, man. James, do you have any thing you want to toss out there? I know you got bit pretty hard by the Trapper Wolf thing, so I know you're probably really hesitant at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at theories, but I will say that I think the two of you in the first episode said you thought we were getting Moff Gideon in episode 2, and I was the one that said I'm holding out. I think it's going to be episode 3. Episode 3 last season, if we follow that vibe, which it has felt so far, with the first episode being what it was and the second episode being what it was. The third episode was a big surprise, and it was a lot of fun. It was a great episode in season 1. So I'm going to assume something big is going to happen in this one too. And I'm going to say this is the episode where Baby Yoda gets stolen, and the end episode is the reveal that that Moff Gideon is the person who has gotten him back.
Ooh. All right.
That's my guess.
Okay, we have super chat from Sweet Star Wars Delight. Mithril shows up again, and while on that ship, he has Cara Dune where the vac tube is.
Just this one thing. I gotta go. I haven't gone in 3 months.
Well, that's what the HasLab thing just hit the new goal, which is they have a flushable vac tube now. So it's
Oh man!
Wait, it's flush.
What a time!
He's making that up. That's not a thing.
You get a little thimble and put the water in. I don't know. I think every episode until it happens, I'm gonna just speculate that we're getting Moff Gideon just because I really want to see him and flesh out the character more. And I would like to see his home turf because we've only seen him show up with his crew. I'd like to see his compound where is a post-Empire Imperial? What is that like? Is it a Star Destroyer? Do they have a planet where he has, a military compound? Like, I want to see that side of the coin instead of us just bopping around to different places. And that's not trying to be a complainer or anything, but I really want to get into the Moff Gideon and develop the next, hopefully, great Star Wars villain. And hopefully he doesn't get killed off after we get to know him, like they do a lot in Star Wars with villains. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Does anyone else have anything else you want to toss out there before we hop out of here?
Do you guys think his name is Dr. Mandible, or do you think that was just a fun insult because she's like, Dr. Mandible over here?
Well, we talked about it.
We talked a lot about Dr. Mandible on
our show. Charlie from Imperial Senate said that he's a doctor. He knows what he's talking about.
We're like, this episode's not filler. Like, Dr. Mandible's going to save the Mandalorian from the Blue Shadow virus, like the series finale. And then we were like, God, is he a surgeon? And I was like, was he drinking before surgery at the cantina?
I just finished watching Lost, and that reminds me of Lost.
Right.
Or he's like the doctor in 30 Rock, which is not a real doctor, and he's just like
Dr. Spaceman? Dr. Spaceman?
Yes.
Or Yanni Tor from Scrubs.
Well, also, dang it! Now I just had his name in my head, but
now we're doing all the Doctor Easter eggs.
Well, A New Hope, right? Evazan,
Dr. Evazan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just a bunch of doctors hanging out in the cantina.
Yeah.
A couple of good-looking guys.
Singles night.
Some cocktails at Mos Eisley Cantina. Yeah, that's a cardboard. That's a cardboard cutout. Sorry, James. I was gonna say that's a cardboard cutout. If you get a Dr. Evazan, you put the helmet over that one.
Oh, if they do a Dr. Mandible's cardboard cutout, like the floodgates are open now.
Molly's gonna wake up one day with that thing in her face.
Well, I joked to him, and I was like, I'm gonna put that cutout of Cobb Vanth next to you while you're sleeping, and he goes, so he's protecting me while I sleep,
so I'll feel warm.
So I'll
Thank
feel
you.
safe. I was like,
put it outside the bedroom window. I feel like Home Alone. All right, so I think that pretty much wraps up this episode. Alex and Molly, I'm sure everyone knows where to find you guys by now. Obviously, youtube.com/Star Wars Explained on YouTube, right? Do you guys plug away just whatever you guys got coming up or got going on? And you just did the squadrons with Jonas Sotomo. That was pretty cool. So yeah, have at it.
Yeah, I don't know if we have anything crazy coming up. We're on Twitch, we're on Twitter, we're on Patreon. You have your own Twitter, you have your own Twitch.
Yes, both of those are at Molly Damon. Com Chatter is every Monday. And we've got some exciting guests lined up for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel bad for you guys. I was going to say, I feel bad for you guys because From a Certain Point of View is about to come out. And I just found out that the audiobook is 18 hours.
I've been reading that for like 3 weeks. I'm almost
I know. Yeah. I'm like,
it's long.
That's ridiculous.
On 1.5 speed, probably.
Yeah, do you guys do audiobooks mostly?
I do.
Yeah, me too.
I retain better if I read.
Well, I do. Yeah. I kind of do both because we get sent the physical copies, so I'll like put earbuds in and listen and read at the same time.
Oh, I do that too. Yeah.
Or else I'll just fall asleep.
For the solo fans out there, the L3 story, that was the last one I read, and it was very good.
Yeah, when does it take place? No spoilers or whatever. But
kind of over this one is kind of weird compared to A New Hope. The first, From a Certain Point of View, it was very like this is all in order.
Yeah,
this one is kind of like some stories go from the beginning of the movie to the end. I don't know how they chose when to place all these things, but L3 is placed from it's like the second half of the movie.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Well, we want to thank everybody who tuned in live. Obviously, for those who aren't able to make it live, you'll be able to watch it on the channel and also on all of our podcast apps. The Resistance broadcast is every Monday and Thursday, also on these same platforms: YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Podbean, wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify It's my favorite for audio. Love Spotify. StarWarsNewsNet.com for all of your Star Wars news, reviews, editorials, information, and more. We're doing written reviews of the Mandalorian episodes too. And Lacey made her debut on Star Wars Newsnet, writing about the interview you did with Hasbro. Good job.
Thank you.
Way to go. I do want to
thank panic that ensued.
You were freaking out a little bit about it. But yeah. I want to thank our patrons. The Mando Fan Show wouldn't exist without you. Patreon.com/Resistance Broadcast. If you do want to support us, tier start at $2 a month, and you get 10 additional videos and a lot of other stuff. But special shout out to our generals, Carmelo, Andrew Staley, Jeremy Myers, Neil Shaw, David Probus, John Reese, Micah Harrison, Jetta Rosewater, Michael Gaines, Bethany, Russ Harbison, and Kendall Kellner. Thank you all so much for your support. Next Friday, November 13th, we'll be joined by Ming Chen from Kevin Smith's Comic Book Men. We're very excited for him to join the crew. Alex and Molly, thank you again so much for joining us. This is 2 weeks in a row. We're hanging out.
It's been fun.
So next week's going to be a little bit of withdrawal, but
or you can come back and then we'll just be like, again.
That's what I was thinking. So maybe, you'll have to come back on the Resistance broadcast and hang out, whether that's after the holidays and things slow down and all that. But really, thank you guys so much for joining us. And thanks again for having us last week. That was a lot of fun. Appreciate that.
That was great.
All right. And from James, Lacey, and myself, thanks for watching, listening, and we'll see you next week on the Mando Fan Show. See you around, kids.